Hey everyone, I'm Aria and welcome to another speed build. So today I have a multi-generational family home for you. This originally started out as a cottage about the size that you can see now and I got a bit carried away as I was trying to figure out the roofing situation, and it ended up a lot bigger than I originally intended. But I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. So I built this for one of my families that I have built homes for in the past. I think I've built them 2 homes. I've definitely built them 1. I'm not sure whether the first one. I'm not sure if I'd actually started my channel when I built their first house. But this is for the McAllisters, one of my homes, one of my families, and I have tried to include a little bit of their story in the cinematic at the end. I hope it makes sense. But I really love this family and I really hope you like them too. So I wanted this to be quite whimsical, I guess is the word. It was kind of a storybook cottage that I had what's it called, inspiration picture that I had was of like a storybook style cottage, which it didn't end up as a cottage because it's now like a 3-bedroom house. it got a lot bigger than I had intended, like I said, but I really like it. So it doesn't have a lot of outdoor space, but it does have 2 kind of little garden areas. One of them has a washing line and the other one's got like a little gardening kind of area. But there is quite a lot of space off to the side, off to the left hand side behind where I put the driveway, and you could always like change the driveway into more of a garden if you wanted some extra outdoor space. So this house is built on the rustic residence lot in Windenburg. I think it's a 30 by 40 lot. I tried to keep the exterior in matching with the rest of Windenburg, with the like Tudor style and the siding and everything that is in Get Together. I started off using Get Together doors and windows. I keep the front door, but I end up changing to the base game windows, these ones. I really like them and I'm not really sure why I haven't used them before, but I changed them to the I think it's like a brown and white swatch. I do really want to use the blue and white ones one day. But I really like these ones, and like I said, I don't know why I haven't used them before because they're really cute and very cottagey, I think. So I've used those pretty much everywhere. The roof did cause me a little bit of trouble trying to place the windows on the bottom floor because the eaves of the roof were just a little bit too long, but I think it looks really cute in the end, so it's fine. This little space here I turn into like a greenhouse. I don't put any like growable plants in there, like harvestable plants. I just put normal plants in there and a nice little table and chairs for your Sims to sit and just enjoy their plants. So here is the shell pretty much done. I just add some base game roof tiles. I think it's like the thatched roof tiles. I was going to use the one from Island Living, but it didn't quite have the right swatch that I wanted, like the right colour to match, so I thought this one from the base game matched pretty well to the Get Together siding. I really hope with the new expansion that we get a nice kind of thatched roof style, and some nice colour swatches would be nice too. So I had filmed the interior for this, which for anyone who has watched my videos before knows that I don't really do that very often, mostly because I spend so long on the exterior that the video would just be way too long if I did the interior too. I have furnished it, so you'll see that in the tour at the end, but I did actually furnish it on camera this time. Unfortunately, my PC decided to crash halfway through and corrupted the video file. It took me 4 hours whilst I was trying to like edit what I've already edited so far, and it was just like I don't know what was happening. It was just my editor was crashing, my PC was crashing, and I couldn't figure out what it was. But it turns out it was just a corrupt video file. So yeah, I tried to include as much of it in the tour at the end, like I said, and I have included a couple of like aerial views of the floor plan for anyone who is interested. This is on the gallery already. I have started uploading my builds as soon as I finished them, because I tend to forget to upload them if I wait until the video comes out. So I have just gone ahead and uploaded it. So I use these debug fences from Get Together. I was going to use the same one in the like normal fence menu, and I don't know why it didn't occur to me before. So basically I have a retexture mod in my game that retextures the terrain and the rocks and a couple of other bits and pieces. However, I don't like the retexture of this fence, this Get Together fence, and obviously anyone who doesn't have that mod in their game, it will just look like this one. So I don't know why I didn't think about it at the time, but instead I was like, no, I don't really like it, so I'm just going to use the debug one, because the debug one isn't retextured. So strange things that go on in my brain when I yeah, anyway. So these are little packages in the debug menu that I have used for bordering this little garden bed. I think in the normal menu, like I've got better build by, so it comes up under package, and then there's the like normal package with the label, and then this one, and then like a darker, more kind of orangey color, and I really think they look like rocks. But if you don't have better build by, they are in the debug menu quite near the top. They are base game, I think, and I just think they look really cute for bordering flower beds. I would use the like little rocks that we get in the base game, but they are quite expensive. And these ones are free, so that's why I use those. I use a couple of different packs for the what's it called, landscaping. Landscaping. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so there isn't an awful lot of it. I do end up landscaping that right hand side, a little like corner bit behind the wall, because I didn't really know what to put there. I was just going to put a tree, but then it covered up the like front of the house, and I didn't really like that, so I just put a couple of the plants that I'd put on the left on the right. So under here is where I mentioned that there is a like little potting area. Over here I put the washing line, this washing line, and put a couple of plants just to kind of border it a little bit. If I was going to use this for my own gameplay, then I would probably put it on a bigger lot and have more of a garden, just because this particular family does have children, and I think they would probably prefer to have more open space. But generally these types of houses don't have that much space. The house is quite big, and then when it comes to like a garden area, they don't really have that much of one, or they would have like a giant field with not much in it. So I kind of just imagined that the surrounding kind of land around the house is also theirs, so yeah. They don't have quite a lot of space on the actual lot, but they have a lot of space around the house. And yeah, for some reason, like I don't know whether anyone else has looked up floor plans and things online, but quite a lot of these kind of more Tudor British styled houses, they tend to be right in the middle of a plot of land, instead of being like at the front or the back and then lots of land either at the front or the back. Instead they're placed right in the middle, and then you don't really have much room for anything. Which seems odd to me, but there we go. So out here is, like I said, the little like potting area. I put a flower bench and some like gardening bits and pieces. I thought it was just a nice place to relax and for anybody to come and do some flower arranging if they wanted to. I started by putting this flooring down and then noticed that it actually clips in under the hedges, and I really didn't like that. But if I had moved it like a square in, then it didn't quite cover the place that I wanted the flooring to be, so I end up deleting it a bit later and going back in with this terrain paint that I have here. I also put it underneath where the washing line is. So I did use a tool a little bit. I tried to minimize whether I used it or not. I tried not to use it because I think I rely a little bit on it too much sometimes. So yeah, like I said, I just delete the floor and put this terrain paint in. So yeah, like I said, I feel like I do rely a little bit on the tool mod, just a bit too much. So I tried not to use it in this, but I did use it to resize that tree. It was just at the wrong size, but other than that, I don't think I've used it in this, which I think is pretty good for me considering I use it all the time. I'm trying not to, but yeah, I want to do like a base game house, not using any mods, just, you know, vanilla game as it comes. But I haven't found the right inspiration for it just yet, so I'm still looking out for that. So like I said earlier, I'm just planting in this little gap here. I use a combination of base game, I think it's Discover University, Cats and Dogs, and Get Together plants. Most of them are from the debug menu, and then like the odd one isn't. Like I think this grass is from Get Together from debug, but then the like greener bushes are from Cats and Dogs in the regular menu. They're not debug, so they do cost money. I try not to use like regular menu plants, but you know, the texture on them is just not quite the same as the debug ones. So I'm just going in with some terrain paint. I don't use very much, just a little bit underneath all around the outside, and that is pretty much it for me. So we are about to head into the tour. I really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave me a comment and consider subscribing if you haven't already. So I really hope you have enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye everyone.